What seems impossible is quite literally in the palm of your hand, just one touch away, and I guarantee no one has ever shown it to you with this level of precision. Your body is asking for circulation, but the spot you're touching isn't the right one. You massage your shoulders when the weight is actually anchored somewhere else. You warm up your hands and feet, even though the stagnation begins deep within your internal system. You breathe, hoping to ease the pressure in your chest, but it never fully opens because something inside has locked up. Your blood starts to move slowly. Your mind stays foggy even after rest. Tingling sensations show up quietly in your fingers, persistent, like the body is slowly shutting down. The nervous system has blocked peripheral circulation, and the creative field has lost its power. There's a hidden angle in your hand, right between your index finger and thumb. It holds nerve endings and microvessels connected to the system that redistributes flow throughout the entire body. That spot works like a switch for creation. Pressing it with precision while keeping your breath steady sends a signal that unlocks the system. In this video, you'll find out exactly where that point is, how to activate it in 90 seconds, and feel the warmth rise up your arm as your chest softens and your body starts pulsing again. When the body senses constant threat, the nervous system chooses to survive, not to live. It redirects blood to vital organs and cuts off the flow to the edges. The hands and feet get cold. The mind feels foggy. Creative drive fades away. This isn't laziness or lack of energy, it's defensive shutdown. The body has blocked the flow because it sees the world as too unsafe to waste energy on creativity, movement, or full presence. The creative field loses power when circulation runs in forced economy mode. In Hermetic traditions, the hand has always been seen as a microcosm of the entire body. Every angle, every fold reflects a greater system. The point between the thumb and index finger was considered a gateway to the pneuma, the vital breath that flows through the body like an internal river. When that river runs dry, it's not just the physical body that weakens. The ability to manifest intention in the real world fades away. That angle held the command to reopen the passage. What the ancients discovered through direct experience, modern anatomy has begun to map. That point is full of branches from the radial nerve, tiny blood vessels, and mechanical receptors that send direct signals to the brainstem. When you press that angle with precision, the body receives a signal going upward. It's safe to release the flow again. The nervous system responds by expanding peripheral circulation, relaxing tiny fascial contractions, and letting the blood reach the places that had gone numb. Recent studies in fascial anatomy have shown that the fascia in your hand is not isolated. It's connected through continuous, uninterrupted lines to your forearm, chest, and even the pericardium, the membrane that surrounds your heart. Pressing that spot isn't just random acupressure, it's biomechanical activation. Your body recognizes that touch as a command to redistribute blood flow, and it responds by releasing what had been held back. Your hand literally holds the switch that turns the inner circuit back on. That heaviness in your chest, those cold hands, that feeling of operating below your full capacity, all of it is your nervous system waiting for the right signal to reopen your vital circuit. There is someone who lived with this kind of block for months. She felt her body asking for flow but couldn't find the path, until, in a moment of quiet desperation, she discovered the point that reactivated everything. Her story will shed light on what you've just understood. Emily was 47 years old and worked as a medical receptionist at a family health clinic. She greeted patients, scheduled appointments, organized files, but felt like she was doing it all on autopilot. Her body grew heavier as the day went on. Full nights of sleep did nothing to relieve her exhaustion. She woke up tired, stayed tired through the day, and went to bed drained, never once feeling truly rested. Emily's hands were always cold, even when the clinic's heating system was running at full capacity. Tingling showed up in her fingers during important conversations, like her body was shutting down from the inside out. There was a weight in her chest that made it hard to take a deep breath. She felt like she was watching her own life instead of living it. It was like being trapped inside a body that no longer responded. Emily went through cardiac tests. Everything came back normal. She started taking circulation supplements. Nothing changed. She tried breathing exercises that helped for a few minutes, but the relief never lasted. She got massages that relaxed her muscles, but they never reached the core of the problem. Her body kept asking for something she couldn't identify. One day, during an appointment, Emily overheard a patient mention a spot on the hand that her acupuncturist had pressed to relieve tingling. The conversation was brief, interrupted by a phone call, but the information stuck with her. That afternoon, during a particularly intense episode, Emily remembered the conversation and searched for the angle between the thumb and index finger on her left hand. She pressed it with moderate pressure while trying to catch her breath. Something shifted. It wasn't immediate, but it was undeniable. What Emily felt in that moment is exactly what you're about to experience in your own body. Locate the point between your index finger and thumb. Feel for the hollow space where the texture of the tissue changes. The 90-second ritual begins here. Slide the thumb of your right hand into the space between the bone of your index finger and the base of your left thumb. Search slowly until you find a small hollow, a soft valley where the tissue feels different. Once you find that spot, you'll recognize it. The sensation is unlike any other part of your hand. That's the point. That's the switch you're going to activate. Place your right thumb directly over that hollow and begin to apply pressure gradually. Firm, but not painful. The pressure should be strong enough to feel like you're waking something up under the skin. Don't force it. The body responds to precision, not force. As you maintain pressure, inhale deeply through your nose, letting the air fill your abdomen first, expanding your belly before your chest. The air needs to reach the bottom. Now exhale slowly through your mouth, as if you were blowing out a candle without putting out the flame. The exhale should be long, controlled, slower than the inhale. That breath activates the vagus nerve, the main conductor of the parasympathetic system. You're sending your body a message. It's safe to come out of contraction. It's safe to release the flow again. The nervous system is listening. As you repeat the cycle, pressure, deep inhale, long exhale, pay attention to the sensations that begin to surface. A light tingling in your fingers, warmth slowly rising through your forearm, a gentle pulse in the palm of your hand, your shoulders relaxing without effort. These are signs that the message has been received. The body has started to redistribute flow. Peripheral circulation is coming back online. Continue the cycle for a full 45 seconds. Keep your full attention on the sensation that's emerging. Don't visualize, don't imagine. Just feel what's happening in the living tissue of your hand, your arm, your chest. The body knows what to do with this signal. You just need to make space for it to respond. In alchemical traditions, the left hand was seen as the receiver and the right hand as the sender, alternating between the two balances your internal polarities. Now, switch hands. Use your left thumb to press the same point on your right hand. Repeat the cycle, pressure, deep inhale, long exhale. Feel the warmth rising through the other arm. The circuit is completing. Before ending the ritual, There's something Emily discovered in that moment, and you need to know it now. What happened to her in the seconds that followed changed everything. Emily pressed the point for about 20 seconds without feeling anything but the pressure. Then, a subtle warmth began to rise up her arm, faint but unmistakable. The tingling, which had been a warning signal, began to fade. Her chest, once tight and braced, softened. She kept pressing, switching between hands, for the full 90 seconds. And for the first time in months, she felt her body breathe fully again. In the weeks that followed, the tingling episodes decreased dramatically. Emily's hands were no longer always cold. Her sleep became deeper. Her mental clarity improved. She began to feel present in her own body again. It wasn't a miracle, it was a biomechanical command that the body recognized and followed. The nervous system received the message and reorganized the distribution of flow. The warmth that Emily felt rising through her arm is the same one you're feeling now. What worked for her works because the human body responds to somatic codes, not abstract promises. You've activated the switch. Now comes the part that seals the transformation. After activating the point on both hands, place your open palms over the center of your chest, directly above your sternum. Feel the warmth gathered in your hands, radiating inward into your chest. Your palms act as conductors. The heat you generated in the periphery is now reaching the center, making its way to the pericardium, the membrane that surrounds your heart. Take a deep breath with your hands on your chest. Feel your ribs expanding into your palms, as if your whole body is being refilled from within. This breath isn't just air entering your lungs. It's the reorganization of your internal field. Each inhale spreads the flow you just reactivated. Each exhale releases micro-contractions that were still being held. The full sequence creates a circuit. Pressure on the point reactivates peripheral flow. The heat in your hands brings that flow into your core, and conscious breathing distributes circulation throughout your entire system. Hand, chest, and breath working together. What was fragmented becomes reconnected. What was blocked starts moving again. The core ritual is now complete. The body has received the missing command. The circuit has been turned back on. Now comes the moment to seal this transformation, so it doesn't fade in the coming hours. Take a deep breath and notice what's changed. Your breath reaches your abdomen without effort. Your chest opens with more space. There's a steady warmth in your palms that wasn't there before. Your jaw, which you didn't even realize was tense, has softened. These are physical markers that the circuit has been reconnected. Your body is now operating in a different state. To anchor this transformation, gently press the tip of your thumb to the tip of your index finger and take 3 deep breaths. This gesture is simple, discreet. You can do it anywhere. It reactivates the somatic memory of the full ritual. Whenever you notice your body beginning to shut down again, repeat that touch. 3 breaths are enough to remind your nervous system of the command it has already received. Whenever your hands start getting cold, the tingling returns, or the heaviness in your chest comes back. Pause for 90 seconds. Find the point between your thumb and index finger. Apply rhythmic pressure while breathing deeply. Repeat to yourself, "My body knows the way back to flow." This phrase is not an empty affirmation. It's a recognition that the code has already been activated once and can be reactivated anytime. The seal is complete. What was once a block is now a pathway. What was a forgotten code is now a living tool, one you carry in your own hand. Circulation no longer depends on luck or chance. It depends on conscious command. You now carry, in your own body, the proof that circulation is not just a cardiovascular statistic. It's the mirror of your creative availability. When flow is restored, it's not just blood moving through your veins. It's the creative field returning to full power. The body that once operated in forced economy mode now has permission to pulse fully. That changes your relationship with presence, clarity, and creative drive. The point you activated in your hand is just one of the codes your body holds. There are other angles, other gateways, other forgotten commands that, when reawakened, reorganize not just your circulation, but your perception, memory, and presence. This video was an entryway, not the final destination. There are entire territories to explore, deeper layers to access. The body is an atlas of wisdom you're only beginning to read. Paracelsus once wrote that the body is the temple where the invisible becomes verifiable. What once felt abstract has now taken form in the warmth of your hands, in the breath that flows effortlessly downward, in the weight that is melted from your chest. This transformation is not a metaphor, it's physiology activated by conscious command. When the body returns to full pulse, it's not just technique at work, it's the unfolding of a design that was already written. The source didn't create a broken body waiting for outside correction. It created a wise body waiting for conscious command. You're not fixing anything, you're recognizing what has always been available. If this video reactivated something in you, leave a like so more people can find this path. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications, because every video here brings somatic codes your body never forgot. Share this with someone you know who lives with cold hands and a heavy body. Sometimes, a simple discovery can reorganize an entire life. If you'd like to support this work and help it reach more people, consider becoming a channel member. Leave a comment saying, "My body has started to pulse again, and the switch was always in my hand." That phrase is the seal of someone who has experienced and felt it. When you speak up, you create resonance for others who don't yet know this path exists. Click the icon now showing on your screen and keep accessing other codes, other techniques, other gateways the body holds. The switch for circulation was always in your hand, waiting for you to activate it. How many other commands still lie dormant in your body, waiting for your conscious touch?